Greetings from Las Vegas. I'm at the Speedway on the north side of town. Just had a little breakfast at this Iron Skillet restaurant. And today, single camera. Today we're taking a cruise about 90 minutes north to St. George, Utah. We were up here not that long ago and noticed a huge motorcycle dealer up there called Moto United. Today is Triumph's National Scrambler Day. So what that means is come on into a Triumph dealer and test ride a Scrambler. So yeah, I already have a Scrambler. I already have a Tiger. Unfortunately, the Las Vegas dealer is not participating, but I'm assuming they only have, they can't do it with every dealership in the whole country. The Las Vegas dealer Eurocycle is not part of the Triumph on Tour National Scrambler Day. So this is the closest one for me. So why would I go to a 90-minute ride up into Utah to test ride a Scrambler when I already have a Scrambler and a Tiger? Well, I'm curious about the big Scrambler. I have a Scrambler 400X, 2025 Scrambler 400X, and I also have a 2023 Triumph Tiger 1200 Rally Explorer, which is what I'm riding now. I'm curious about the big Triumph Scrambler 1200 XE. This is the it's not a triple like the Tiger is. It's a parallel twin 1200, and it's the the retro style thing. Kind of had a somewhat consistent design feel to it for 60 years now, something like that, maybe 70. And I thought I want to try it and see if I like it. No expectations here. So here we go. We're going to head up to St. George to Moto United and try and do a test ride on a big Scrambler, which is off-road, the off-road oriented model, and just see how it goes. So we will resume once we get back up there. test ride time. Scrambler 1200 XE. It looks like a lot less bike. That's not my Tiger over there. Mine's over there, but it looks like a lot less bike, but it's kind of the point here, so we'll see what happens. Oh, wow. It's really easy to throw a leg over. You can flat foot it, no problem. That is, I can feel that on the leg immediately. Somebody just finished up a test ride on it, so I'm curious how that goes. And all right, let's leave the visor up, see what happens here. Mirrors look pretty, wow, that is hot on the leg already. Oof. Just standing here, that might be an issue. All right. Oh, I like the feel though. The torque. Pardon my... Oh, it feels like the gearbox on the... Oh boy, I like the transmission. It feels like... Wow. It feels like the gearbox on the Bonneville. And I always thought to myself, the Bonneville was the best feeling transmission I've ever ridden. And the power delivery is nuts. Honestly, I don't really remember where my test ride loop was supposed to be. Wow, yeah, that transmission, it just bam, clicks right into place, super clean. Oh boy. Riding feels good. Is this the road I'm supposed to turn on? I think it is. I'm not sure. When you put your foot down, your leg is always right there. It's like you're always aware of that high pipe. Ah, I see. So this is this 7? Whoa, just like that, we're doing 70. Wow. Even at highway speeds, you can pass people without needing to downshift. That was another test rider, I think. Yeah, this power is not an issue at all. This is, it feels good. It feels excellent. I am obviously, there, you know, with no wind protection going from the Tiger to this, yeah, it's a huge difference. But man, this, oh, it feels like riding a dirt bike. And that's what I want. I could totally see taking this on those national park dirt roads without being freaked out at all. This is, yes, that's a yes please. So I think I was supposed to have come River Road and then get on the highway here, but that's okay. I'm just going to kind of do it in reverse. Cruise control up top. Man, oh man, I I love the power. I love the way this feels. It feels so rock solid. Pros and cons, this versus the Tiger. Wait, this is a dirt road. I think I'm on the wrong. Am I on the wrong road? I think I am. Yeah. Wait, is this... Okay. Is River Road up here, maybe? Or I'll just go back. The same way I came. I'll just get back on the highway. Screw it. Alright, here we go. Wow. That just about pulls you off the back of the bike. It's got so much torque. It's so much smaller overall. I'm still on a 1200, but it's just so much more manageable. And oh my god, yeah, feeling the wind, well, that's a real thing. You don't realize how much a fairing and a windscreen does for you until you ride 90 minutes on a Tiger and then you hop on a Scrambler and get, boom, you're blasted doing 80 miles an hour. And yeah, wow, what a real difference noticeable that the fairing and the windscreen makes on that thing. I'm a little bit more of a believer in all that because I always used to say, you don't need that stuff. Never had it on my V-Rod. But wow, it's a little hard to read the display with the sun behind you. You can't see anything. I mean, maybe there's I think you can change the color on it, so maybe it's white with black letters instead of black with white. Oh my gosh, every little thing though. Again, the torque is just always there for you. It sounds great. Oh man, it feels so much better than the 400 does when you're standing up. The riding position is, because on this 400 I feel like I have to lean over a lot more, and this one is just like, feels almost like my Husky. I'm looking for that connection that I had with my Husky. My Husqvarna 701 Enduro. That was my favorite bike ever. I want something now that recreates that feeling, that connection. When you look down and you're just like, yeah. Wow, what a decision though. The Tiger is a lot of bike. So the question is this more the right bike? Well, just guess we will back it in and find out. I love the fact that it is old school standard key versus key fob. Here's another benefit. I was able to back it in just now. Uphill, not a problem. So, funny thing happened this weekend. My Tiger transformed into a Scrambler 1200 XE. Oops. Now we get to ride home between rainstorms. Hopefully we've already dodged it. So, oops, I gotta put my wallet in my pocket again. So we're gonna head down to Mesquite now and have dinner there. And see how this feels on the highway. Alright. The mirrors still look okay. 82 miles. Little record of what it was when I picked it up. Oh yeah, I guess I should put it in gear. Alright. Here goes. Oh. Wow, I'm going to have to bring that shift lever up a little bit. First ride. Well, sort of. First ride on the new ride once it's mine. Oh, this is very wet. Gotta be careful. Seems like every time I buy a new bike, well, not every time. When I buy a new big bike, it has to be on a day when there's a massive rainstorm. A little weird. Boy, I like the feel of this little rascal. Wonder if I'll still be saying that once the wind kicks up. Oh boy. Left 2 lanes, okay. All right. I-15 south, very good, okay. Got it. Oh, flat footing, nice. Putting it in neutral, click, nice. I like it. What a difference. There we go. All right, I-15 south. Here we go. Riding position feels a lot like a dirt bike. Handlebars feel like dirt bike handlebars, which is excellent. We got so lucky. This a real heavy batch of rain just came through. And we were thinking, these guys actually, Moto United, the dealership in St. George, Utah, they offered to just deliver it later in the week. He says, we have trucks running back and forth between Vegas, or doing rounds, whatever. I'm not quite sure why, because they don't have a dealership down there. Or maybe they do, and it's maybe they have a different dealer that they're affiliated with. But that was very nice of them to offer, and there wasn't any mention of a delivery fee or anything like that. Welcome to Arizona. We're back in Arizona. But the difference, obviously the first difference is all this wind that's massaging the front of my body right now. big difference. But I love the riding position. The ability to slide back and forth on this seat to adjust the angle of my knees depending on how long I've been riding, that's a bonus. Whereas, that's what I was going to say earlier on the Tiger, because of the two-part seat, you kind of sit down into the bike, you're locked into that position. So I really see this becoming a one and only single motorcycle that'll do the road and the light dirt stuff that I'm interested in doing right now. So I think this suits me. So the one, the biggest concern, number one primary concern on this model is the high exhaust. And does it get in the way? Like, I'm squeezing the tank right now. That's how I ride. I've always done that on my dirt bikes. Because you steer with your legs somewhat. You steer by shifting your weight on the pegs when you're out in the dirt. And my right leg is directly on the pipe because I'm squeezing like that. Oh, beautiful gorge again. Oh, I love this. Just got to be careful because make sure it's not slippery. But I am noticing it down there. There's a heat source. So we'll just see. Time will tell if that becomes an issue for me. I'm going to get over, actually. And I am not too proud to switch out the high. If I decide it's an issue, but I love the bike otherwise, they make low exhaust for these. And I know a lot of people go, no, you have to have a high exhaust. It's a Scrambler. But Ducati doesn't. Scrambler 400 doesn't. Royal Enfield's Bear, which, okay, that's not really a Scrambler, but it's trying to compete in that market. It doesn't. I don't know anybody else that does the high exhaust like this. So we'll see. At highway speed, doing 76. It's not bad. I'm still hugging the tank. But I don't know. Here's another thing to think about. This really messes with your head. We're putting a lot of faith in a motorcycle manufacturer when you hop on a brand new machine like this with 82 miles and you hop and bam, you jump right out on an interstate 15 here, and you're doing 70. There's a lot of faith here in the idea that the front rim isn't just going to come off or whatever, some crazy malfunction. That messes with your head a little bit. It's not so, and I know we get past that pretty fast, but in those regards, there's always the inattentive other drivers that you have to watch out for. But until you build up confidence in your equipment, that's always in the back of your head a little bit. So there's the exhaust heat, and then there's the the no windscreen thing. I always thought I never really needed one, but you don't realize just how much they're helping until you ride a bike with a full fairing and a full windscreen, and then an hour later ride one with none of it, and when you get that immediate comparison between the two, you realize, damn, they really do help. So, what do you do? I don't like the look of windscreens on bikes like this, but I think I've seen on the Fat Boys, on the Harleys, they had a quick release windscreen where there's mounting points up front, and you just slide a couple of bars down into those mounting points and clamp it down. So if you're going to go on any type of a distance ride, you got a nice big windscreen, but if you're just riding around town or riding to work, you can take it off and it still looks good. I wonder if they have something like that for this. It's part of the fun on new ownership, is making it your own. Another thing, on the Tiger, with all that fairing, which is wonderful for blocking the wind, it also felt like, man, when you're going around a semi, or a camper or anything big like that, it starts throwing you, the buffeting is not the whole bike. It just starts throwing you around when you're in the, whatever you call that, the tailwind from those things. I'm not seeing that on this, feeling that. Maybe it's because the body is what's making you do the buffeting. There's also something nice about the view when you're looking ahead, and all you see when you look down is just your speedo and your gas tank, without this massive body work. I think this is just more my thing. Oh, this is so pretty. I don't know, man. Riding through a spot like this on a more minimalistic bike, it feels like more of a to get nerdy, it feels like more of a connection with your environment on something more basic like this. So how's that for a crazy day? We did not beat the storm. We were
So hoping we were going to dance between raindrops on the way home, but probably about 15 miles, 14 miles before our exit off of the interstate, bam, the rain hit. This thing's already been wiped down, but I was slowed right down to 40 or 45 and had my flashers going. It was pretty rough, but we made it. We got back in one piece, and once again, my primary big bike on the way home from pickup out of state, I get to drive through a rainstorm. Same thing happened with the Tiger. So kind of I don't know, becoming a tradition, I suppose. So again, strange day, go up to test ride something. Obviously there was a possibility in the back of my mind that I might have done this. I'd already done my research. I knew I was interested in this, but man, once I spent 5-10 minutes on it on that test ride, I knew it was the right one for me. So that's it. It's that's my new daily, and look forward to accessorizing and getting it out there and getting it dirty in the trails, or at least the dirt roads in the national parks, things like that. So that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for following along all the way to the end and for following our little journey to St. George and test riding and shopping and all that stuff. If you enjoy this kind of thing, if this is interesting, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons down there so you get notified of future ones. And if you were a Tiger fan who was looking for Tiger content, I'm sorry that Tiger is gone, but hey, some people call this just a different class of adventure bike. So we'll still be having plenty more adventures in the future. So, I encourage you to follow along on our explorations as we go forward. And until the next adventure, drive carefully and come back soon.